finals in the Pan American Sambo Championship. So, combat Sambo today, a lot of interesting, but especially in women's combat Sambo. Maybe because it's a new event, but the ladies are ready to fight, and they really enjoy this new type of competition. And let's see what will happen. We are going to witness a lot of interesting weight classes tonight, and let's uh, let's get ready. Weight class in women's division today. You have men combat under 50 will start momentarily. Tolia from Mexico, absolutely amazingly from Mexico. Yesterday we had a lot of finals with fighters from Mexico. They are all have amazing striking, but we weren't expecting to be so well balanced and so dangerous on the ground. Well, punches, but Perez succeeds to take her down. Tries to pin her opponent on the ground in side control. Very nice technique. Oh, but now points. No, I guess there's something wrong with the graphics because for sure the referee raised her hand. Yes, 8 points. Of course, 8 points for competition. So happy for her. Put on a great show, and they are so competitive. Uh, they fight. They always fight like they have something to prove, and they have to prove. They have to prove that they are the best. You can clearly see it much. It's a lot of emotion in women's sambo. You can find whatever you like. You want more emotion? You can watch the ladies. You want more power? Here we are again with our Nada from Mexico. So another Mexican. Let's see. Maybe Estrada will be a little bit more careful than his weight class in a different final. He lost against Haynes, the American, and now he fights Estrada. Faden in red, Estrada in blue. Mexican tries to attack very quickly, and the Canadian he was looking for a bear hug and for a throw. Didn't quite work. I like the fact that Canadian is using a lot of Greco-Roman techniques. As you know very well, Sambo is a mixture of techniques. You can use whatever technique you want as long as it's in conformity with the rules of Sambo. It's the original mixed martial arts. The sport was invented after the Second World War, and it was developed by great minds like Haralampiev. Let's see, the Canadian looking again for the same thing, and it was a beautiful throw. It was a beautiful throw, but now Mexican is on top, trying to pin. Then he tried to move his opponent a little bit and to turn that single leg into a different technique. The Mexican knows this and knows he has to defend the single leg and to counter the single leg, because this is the whole idea. And Mexican again trying to pin McFadden. It must be very difficult for McFadden to be in the second final and to be already to be on a losing very well today. Yeah. And his opponent is is controlling the fight and is leading by 1 point. This is going to be a very difficult for McFadden, but let's see what he's really made of. Because he had some problems in the semifinals also, and now it seems that these problems are causing him troubles again. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think it's his nose, but he will be able to fight, I'm sure. 3 points for the Mexican, 2 points for the Canadian. The Canadian in red uniform, trying to punch his way into attack. It was a beautiful low outside sweep for the Mexican that didn't work. The Canadian now trying to reposition himself with some knees to the body. Let's see, he has a grip, but he keeps attacking his opponent with the knees. And this was a nice throw for the Mexican. Now on the ground, controlling the fight is the Mexican. Yes, McFadden has to be very, very careful because he stays in clinch. He tries to knee his opponent, and this clinch work only worsens his medical condition. Condition is maybe condition is too big of a word, but he has some problems with his nose. And I really don't understand why the Mexican is not headbutting him a little bit more. Is the nose or is the mouse? They try to stop the bleeding. What a difficult day for McFadden. And here we go again. McFadden moving around, trying to fight from the outside. It's very difficult to fight from the outside in combat sambo because it's a very grappling oriented competition. So you cannot outpunch or outkick your opponent. You really need to score points. You need to knock him down in order to. These are huge punches for the Canadian. But still, the Mexican is defending very well. It's going to be very difficult for the Canadian to win in this manner. And again, for how many times the referee is going to allow the medical attention for McFadden before stopping the fight? I think we are going to find out pretty quickly, pretty soon. The third time that McFadden needs medical attention. He seems okay, but this nose bleeding can cause him a lot of trouble. A little bit more than 2 minutes left, and they are already consulting each other. I mean, the judges are already consulting each other about this injury, and they can stop the fight. Look, the whole commission is discussing what's happening there. I don't know exactly what they were discussing. I think it was they were discussing a half-point deduction. Yes, two more points for the Mexican. Well, that was a beautifully executed right hand and a flying knee, and McFadden with a nice technique. Maybe 4 points for him. I don't know. It could be 4 points, but he's stopped for the bleeding. Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. The fight could be stopped any moment for the bleeding, and they weren't so many exchanges. I think they are only using some cotton. They in these circumstances, and there is a lot of blood. Yellow mat. 2 minutes to go, and leads by 1 point. Trying to attack the leg, taking his opponent because he will be stopped for bleeding. It's a very not his fault at all that he suffered this injury, and he's losing this fight, even though he was leading the work that the medical team is doing. That's why I said I think they could use a little bit stop. Quite not, is not good enough, and then but today he would. It doesn't really matter. He is a winner. Anyway, it's very difficult to have two silver medals in two different weight classes in 2 different days of competition in the Pan American Championships in Sambo. But he's wearing the red uniform. Let's see. And they are still holding the grips. This is quite by about 4 points for the beautiful throw in the beginning of how quickly. This is going to be a very interesting fight. Too keen to use it too often. Anyway, better safe than sorry. It's better to watch it whenever you have a problem and you don't know exactly what decision to make. Again, looking for belt grip. This means he will try two options when you have this type of your opponent's upper body and then to attack. This is quite impressive, and the American is looking for a lot of beautiful submission hold to attempt a 4-point throw, and I think a submission hold is it's a better option for him. But the American knows this too, and it's going to be very difficult. Anyway, another nice attempt for the American. I'm trying to ready. For him, it seems to be easier to score a few more points. But the Mexican is still the aggressor to get his opponents back and to attack a submission hold. Tries to roll in. For the Mexican, and I think it was the third attempt. They didn't retire it. 1 minute to go. Trying to control the position, trying to roll. The American is really trying to keep him in that north-south position. And this is it, victory for Weber from the United States. It was a beautiful effort for the American. Very technical, very aggressive, and also very calm and composed. While his opponent was in a rush to. So this was the third final of the evening. We still have a lot more fights to see. And here we are again with the combat. This time, women. Reina Cordoba from Costa Rica against Carolina Figuered from the United States. Women under 59 kilograms. Let's see. It's the second women's final in combat sambo. We have four finals tonight. 72 and plus 80 after this one, but we still have to wait a little bit for those finals to unfold. Now let's see what's going on here. American was very technical in the first part of the competition, while her opponent was very aggressive. Cordoba is a scrapper, and a good double leg takedown. 1 or 2 points for Cordoba. I don't know exactly. Let's see what. Yes, 1 point. And now she tries to pin her opponent. Very strong on the ground. She succeeds to hold her opponent with her shoulders on the ground. The American tries to bridge her way out. It's very difficult to bridge in this type of techniques because your shoulders are still on the ground. Only 2 points for the spinning effort for Cordoba. The American succeeded to move away. Nice technique, and now going for the throw. Quite an unexpected follow-up for the Costa Rican. And now she tries to pin her opponent again. 4 points, and this pin could mean the end of the final. She moves into a north-south position, but her opponent succeeded to escape. Great fight for Cordoba so far. Very technical and very determined. And this breather is very good for both young ladies. Some problems with the headgear. There is always a problem with the gear, but this is very well deserved moment of relaxation for both of them, because they started very aggressively. And here we go again. Let's see, Cordoba already leading by 4 points. She only needs a pin or a 4-point throw to win this one. And the American tries to stay technical, tries to use her stand up well. Let's see how